problem is you don't want to be the answer. My brother, my sister. That's the problem. I get it though. It's easier to have a negative outlook versus an honest in-look. That honest in-look takes some deep courage, and I get it. We're not surrounded by courageous examples. We're surrounded by those that would rather have a critique, a call out, an evaluation of everybody else and what's going wrong other than themselves. It is much easier to have a negative outlook versus an honest in-look. That takes some deep courage to critique yourself. It takes deep courage to call out yourself. It takes deep courage to evaluate yourself. But I get it. When Saul has been our example and not the Lord. In other words, when Saul has shepherded us and not the Lord. In other words, when we have for examples, men and women who put money on the line, but not their life on the line. When giant problems show up, I get it. But that's what separated David from his brothers. David was just a trained shepherd. His brothers were trained soldiers. So why was it the shepherd that took down that giant problem and not the trained soldiers? Because the trained soldiers were only following the example of their shepherd, Saul, who was willing to fund the champion, not be the champion. He had money to offer, not power. But now we got to confront something. Pain. You see, before David dealt with that giant problem, he had to deal with giant loss. He didn't. He didn't master the sling and the shot overnight. No, he mastered the sling and the shot over grief, over mourning, over the loss of the sheep that God had called him to protect. That proving ground taught him something. And what did it teach him that could teach us? It taught him that stepping forward doesn't mean you'll win every time, but you will grow every time. So you're going to have to experience loss, but that experience is going to help you grow in maturity. It's going to help you grow in preparation. It's going to help you grow in emotional stability. It's going to help you grow in fortitude. It's going to help you grow in capacity, right? It's going to help you grow in grief. It's going to help you grow in mourning. It's going to help you grow in tears. It's going to help you grow into who God has called you to be. It's going to help you grow and get to this point where you can truly say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because God is with me, because that proving ground is going to help you grow in understanding the importance of God's presence. And then you'll see it's you. It's always been you. You won't need Saul and his money line. You'll find yourself in a place where you see it's you. It's always been you. It's always been you avoiding. It's always been you delaying. It's always been you denying. It's always been you procrastinating. It's always been you taking your time. It's always been you selectively obeying. And because of that, it's always been you holding somebody else back. It's always been you being a bad example for those that are looking at you, looking towards you, looking for you to show them the way. It's always been you to blame for what is not changing around you and those connected to you. It's always been you. But here's the encouragement. Because it's you and not Saul, God is trusting you. Because it's you, God is trusting you. You see, calling equals partnership in the kingdom of God. My brother, my sister, calling equals partnership. And God only partners with those that he trusts. He got to a point where he couldn't trust Saul anymore. So that's why he chose David as Saul's successor. So, ironically, it was David who was empowered by God to take down that giant problem, not Saul. Now, I'm not saying don't accept the funding when it shows up. Don't accept the grant when it shows up. I'm saying accept that it's you that has been called to execute. It's been you that has been called to put the plan in motion. It's you that has been called to pick up that sling, pick up that rock, pick up that mic, pick up that pen, pick up that blueprint, pick up that vision, pick up that dream, because the answer to the problem is you, who God has called you to be, and he's called you to be his partner because he's trusting you. He saw that giant problem coming generations ago. So that call is not just about you showing off your gifts, it's showing that God can trust you. And when others see that God can trust you, it gives them confidence in what God has called them to be, who God has called them to be. It's giving them confidence to also step forward and step up as partners with God to address the problems that they are facing. In other words, the problem reveals how much God is trusting you with a call as his partner. How does that make you feel? I hope it makes you feel responsible, because that's what we need. We need that responsible you to show up now. We need that reliable you to show up now, that convicted you to show up now, that you that says, I am not going to blame anybody else. I am not going to evaluate anybody else. I am not going to critique or call out anybody else before I look within and blame myself, critique myself, call out myself, evaluate myself, sharpen myself, mature myself, grow myself, show up myself. Until I start doing it, I got no business in your business. My brother, my sister, I'll say it again, because it's you and not Saul, not your mom, not your dad, not the family you came from, not the community you grew up in, not the school you went to. No, because it's you. God is trusting you. So don't avoid the problem. Be the partner that answers the call.